أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 18, pointer A. Today we will study Surah Al-Baqarah verses 120 and 121. We saw each juz has been divided in 4 parts and each part comprise 5 pages. The first juz 5 pages we studied in QC2 and the next 5 pages we studied in QC3. The next 5 pages we studied in QC4. The last 5 pages of QC4, after these last 5 pages of the first juz we are studying in QC5, they comprise 36 ayahs Surah Al-Baqarah. As a whole, the first juz have 141 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. Let's to revise the pointers for the page 16. So they are, yes, what are they?
Abrogation.
Don't question which of the people of the book paradise for Jews and Christians only.
Yes, abrogations don't question which of the people of the books with paradise for Jews and Christians only. What are the pointer for the page 17?
Jews and Christians fight among themselves.
The unjust block mosque.
Christians make a son for Allah.
Ignorance
say Allah talk to them.
Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The unjust block mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorant said Allah talk to them. What's about the brief pointer for the page 16?
Abrogation, question, wish, paradise.
Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. What about the page 17's brief pointers?
Jews and Christians, the unjust Christian, ignorant.
Yes, Jews and Christians, the unjust Christians, and the ignorant. Let's start the page 18. The first pointer is Jews and Christians will never be pleased. Second pointer is Bani Israel remember the favor. And the third pointer is test of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And the fourth pointer is house of Allah and the city. Let's to keep them on the fingers. Yes, what are the pointers for page 18?
Jews and Christians will never be pleased. Bani Israel test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah and the city.
Yes, Jews and Christians never be pleased. Bani Israel remember the favor, test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah and the city. What's about the brief pointer for the page 18?
Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, and house of Allah.
Yes, Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. Let's start the first pointer of page 18. Jews and Christians will never be pleased. The link with the previous verses is, earlier Allah described the wrongdoing of the people of the book in detail. The Prophet ﷺ tried his best to invite them to Islam. Now Allah tells that they won't be satisfied with your efforts until you follow them. So let's go for the ayah. So this is the first ayah. Yes, Mudu Kolu, you have raised a hand earlier. Please go for the recitation of this ayah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولن ترضى عنك اليهود ولا النصارى حتى تتبع ملتهم قل إن هدى الله هو الهدى ولئن اتبعت أهواءهم بعد الذي جاءك من العلم ما لك من الله من ولي ولا نصير. And the Jews and the Christians will never be pleased with you until you follow their religion. Say, indeed, the guidance of Allah is the only guidance, And if you follow their desires after what has come to you of the knowledge, you will have neither any protector from Allah nor any helper.
Jazakallah khair, brother. So the next ayah is 121. Yes, Sister Shabina, I see you are in the queue. Please recite this with translation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوة أولئك يؤمنون به ومن يكفر به فأولئك هم الخاسرون. Those to whom we have given the book recite it as it should be recited. They believe in it, and whoever disbelieves in it, it is those who are the losers.
Jazakallah khair, sister. Let's to go and identify the words coming in this ayah. Waw is a harf. Lan is a again harf, and tarda is a ism fail harf. Mudari verb. Good. The next is anka. What about this word anka?
An is harf, kaf is ism zamir.
So that is making a compound. Harf and ism making compound. What is that? Harf is a harf jar. So ism followed it. So this is harf jar and ism jar compound. It is making pair of jar. Jar. Okay. Al-Yahudu. This alif lam telling it's an ism. Wa is harf. La is a harf. An-Nasara. What is this? Ism fail harf. Ism, because alif lam is there. Hatta. What about this hatta? Ism fail harf. Harf. Hatta also come as a harf jar and also come as a simple harf. Then nasi tattabi'a. What about the tattabi'a?
Fail
mudare. Okay. Millatahum. What about this millata? Ism fail harf.
Fail. Mazid fi.
But that should be with the.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. This is I think ism, right?
It's ism and hum is a zamir.
Yeah, ism.
When ism plus ism come, they make a pair. They make a compound. Murakkab. What is that?
Murakkab izafi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because millata, look, millata is a single. Hum is a zamir. The second ism is plural. So they are not equivalent in four aspects. They can't be equivalent for one is singular and is other the plural. So they can't be murakkab tawsifi. They can't be of sifa pair. They must be then the zamair attached with some noun. Murakkab idafi mean having the relation pair. Cool. What about this ism fil harf?
This is fail. This is a fail amar.
Fail amar. Qala yaqulu qul. We have studied in QC2. Inna. When the inna comes, yes, what is inna itself? It's some fail harf. Harf. It's a harf mushabba bil fail. When the inna comes, we need two things. Ismu inna and khabru inna. Look, huda. Huda, it is a ism. And the ismu inna is in which state? Raf, nas, jar.
Nas.
Huda is in the state of nas. So it's a ismu inna. Now we need the khabar. Allah is jalala. It can't be khabar because khabar is always marfu. Allah is jalala is in jar. The jar indicating that it is either before it is a harf jar or it is a mudaf. So huda is a here mudaf and Allah is jalala is mudaf ilay. So it's a murakkab idafi. Here the murakkab idafi has come as a ismu. Where is the khabar? Let's to see huwal huda. It is another thing because huwa is a mubtada. It's a stating ism. But we can take huwal huda as a khabar. Okay. Whenever there is a inna or there is a kana or ikhwatu inna or ikhwatu kana, we need their ism and khabar. The khabar and the ism and khabar of inna is ism is always mansoob, nas, and khabar is always marfu. And in case of kana, ism is always marfu and khabar is mansub. That is the difference between inna and kana sentences. Waw is a half. What about la inni? La inni. Actually, this kasra is to join that. La in. Actually, word is la in. What is la in? Can you find?
Is this murakkab jari? Because lam is harf jar.
For murakkab jari, the ism should followed always and
Oh
ism.
yeah.
Inna is not the ism. In is not the ism. They are haruf.
Yeah, this is harf. Yeah, sorry.
In if it is harf, so la is not here harf jar. It is coming normal la. La has many aspects. It come as a harf jar also, but it come as different aspect also. Here it is coming with the harf. Just when we say la joining with the haruf. Okay, the next is ittabata. What is this ittabata?
To follow. Yeah, that is fail. Fail?
It is a fail. Okay.
Iftial. Bab iftial.
Leave it, Bab. Let's
Okay.
go for the next word. Ahwahum. What is this structure?
Ahwa is ism.
And what is about whom?
Ism zamair.
So what can be it?
Murakkab izafi.
Yes, it can be murakkab-e tawsifi, murakkab-e izafi. If they are in four aspects same, then we will say murakkab-e tawsifi. But look, ahwa is a common noun. There is no alif lam or anything showing its proper name. Hum is a proper name because all the zamair, they are proper name. So it can't be a murakkab-e tawsifi. When the ism plus ism come, either it's murakkab tawsifi or murakkab. Here in this case again it is murakkab-e idafi. Next is badallazi. What is bada?
Bada is ism also?
Bada is ism, yes, of course. And allazi.
This is also ism.
Again, ism plus ism is coming. What is the murakkab? What is the compound?
Murakkab izafi.
The pair?
This is murakkab izafi because the other one has alif.
Mudaf followed by a ism. Mudaf le always majroor. Look, allazi is a majroor. Before whom, why it was not whom in jar? Because whom, raf is whom, in nas is whom, in kasr is mabna. So because pronouns they are mabna, so it is here actually in the state of jar, but it's not showing the kasra. Next is jaka. What about jaka?
Ja is a fail mazi.
Remember, and followed ja is a zamair, ka is a zamir. Whenever after a zamir file, after a file, if some zamir come, what compound it is, or what is that zamir? That is always maful bihi. If a verb come and after that there is a zamir, zamair pronoun, that pronoun zamair is always maful bihi. That is called maful bihi.
Okay.
Okay. The next is minal ilmi. What about min?
Is harf.
And followed ism al ilmi. What is this compound?
Ism. So this is
min al ilmi, jar majroor.
Oh yeah, it was
Min is a harf jar. Followed by ism. And ism is in the state of jar. So jar majroor compound. The most
murakkab jari
compound in the Quran is the jar majroor.
Can you say this murakkab jari too? Can you
yes,
call
murakkab jari is the term.
Yeah.
Which
okay.
Ma, what about ma? Ism fail harf.
Ma is harf.
Okay. The next is laka. Again, we have to consider this two part.
La is harf and kaf is ism zamair.
La is a here harf jar and ka is the ism followed. So la ka is jar majroor. Here the ka is in the state of jar, though it is not showing the kasra. It is showing fatah because zamair they are pronouns. Ka remain the ska. The next is Minallahi. What about this word?
Murakkab. This is Murakkab Jari. And min
Yes,
is
jar majroor.
jar.
Min is a harf
Yeah.
jar followed by ism majroor having a kasra. So it's a jar majroor. They mean the jar compound or the pair, or we can say jar murakkab jari. Next is min wali.
This is also Makrab Jari.
It has something also. Min, of course, is a harf jar. Wali is a ism majroor. So min wali is a ism. But after wali, there is a ya with kasra.
That means towards
That
you.
is
It's pointing
Zamair.
to
Zamair ism.
Yeah.
And this Zamair ism coming, and Wali is also ism. So ism plus ism make
Murakkab
Izafi. Here the complete Murakkab Izafi is coming as a Majroor for the Harf Jar min. So these all three join will make Jar Majroor. But you should be clear, it is two compound. One is min Wali, other is Wali and Ya. That is Murakkab Izafi. So this Murakkab Izafi complete will become as a Majroor for the Harf Jar min. And min with joining this compound will come the final compound, that is Murakkab Jari. Wow is a harf. La is a harf. Nasir. Yes, what is about Nasir?
Ism.
But it's coming on some specific pattern. Fa'il.
Yeah, fa'il pattern, yes.
Fa'il having the meaning of forever.
Helper.
Forever meaning. Diamond. Allazina, it's a ism masula, plural and asking. Next is atainahum. Please, what are the part of atainahum? Ataina and hum.
Ataina and hum.
What is ataina? Ism fail harf.
Ataina is fail.
Fail. Mazi mudari amar nahi.
Mazi.
Mazi, because na is coming. Na is the sign of Madi at the
Mazi. Yeah.
Okay, hum is a zamir. If ataina is a fail verb, hum zamir is coming attached. So what is this zamir? No. Maful bihi.
Maful bihi, yeah, you told us. Yeah.
What comes from zamir? That zamir is always maful bihi.
Maful bihi, yes.
Al-kitaba. Al-kitaba, alif lam telling an ism. Yatlunahu. Yatluna. What is about this word? Yatluna.
Yatluna is fail mudare.
And followed as zamir huwa. So what is this zamir here?
Maful bihi.
Maful bihi. Yatluna is a fail followed as zamir, and that zamir is maful bihi. The next is hakka. What about hakka? Ism fail harf.
Ism.
Okay, good.
Fail.
Good, excellent. Both are good. We will see in the translation. Tilawat. What about tilawat?
Tilawat is a fail.
Fail.
Because it means to recite. Recite
Tilawat
it.
never be a fail. It's a ism.
Oh, it is ism. Okay. I was going to say ism, but then I don't know.
It is when it was talawa. Having fatah at the end. It is not having fatah. It is having the
kasra.
Okay. Ulaika is ismu ishara. Yuminun. Yes, we have to consider this word. Yuminun. What is this?
This is fail mudare.
What fail mudare? Have a fatah on the first letter. It is having dhamma.
Sorry, can you say that again? What did you say?
You said it's mudare. Mudare have a fatah on the first letter. But here I see it is having dhamma.
Oh, this is sorry, this is majhul. Majhul.
If it is majhul, okay. Waw nun is a plural sign. Ya is a mudare sign. I remove the both sign. What is the last letter?
If you move the noon is the last
and
letter.
Before it should be a fatah.
If you it follows the
fatah. Mim does not have the fatah, so it can't be mudare majhul.
Oh, okay.
If it is not mudare majhul, then three possibilities are: it might be babe tafil having a shad allama pattern. It does not have a, so it's not babe tafil. It is babe mufala, must have a alif in. There is no alif. So the last option is rest. What is that? Babe ifal. It is from babe ifal. Amana yu'minu. And amana is a four letter, so it's mudare, all mudare will take dhamma.
Yeah, right. That's what I
Amana,
thought. So
yuminuna, tominuna. They all will take the dhamma because the 4-letter verb always take dhamma on mudari. That is the reason of here. It is not from mudari majhul because the letter before the last letter is not having fatha in this case. It is not from bab tafil because it does not have the mushaddad, it does not have the tashdid, shad, and it is not having alif, so it can't be from bab mufala. That is a pattern aslam. Only the last option is that is babe. In babe fal, when we go, we say amana yomenu. From yomenu, yomenuna. Okay, the next is bihi. What is this?
this is harf murakkab jari.
Followed by some. There is a compound or there is a pair. What is that?
This is murakkab jari. Murakkab jari.
Majroorun should be on the top. Okay, wow, what is the harf? Man yakfuru bihi. What is this man?
Man is ism.
Ism, good. Yakfuru. What is this yakfuru?
This fail.
Mazi mudari amr.
Mudare.
But mudare fail always have a dhamma at that. Yakfuru. It is yakfur.
Because of the man? I don't know.
Find something in front of it which have taken its dhamma.
That's what I'm saying. Is it because of the man? I don't know.
It is chopper. It is a
man is a chopper, right? Yeah, that's man. Yeah.
Harfe shart. In man ma. In man ma, when they come, they chop the dhamma of the single letter.
Yeah.
None of the plural. So it was yakfuru. Man has taken its dhamma and given us.
Yes.
The next is bihi. What is bihi?
Murakkab jar.
Murakkab jar and majarun wa majrun. Fa ulaika, fa is a harf, atf, ulaika is a ism. Hum is a zamir ism. Al khasirun. What is about this? Al khasirun is a fail harf.
Ism,
plural ism.
Jama, plural, yeah, Jama.
Proper noun. Ulaika.
Proper noun, yeah.
Let's to have another look on the words. Waw is a harf, lan is a harf, tarda is a verb, an is a harf, ka is a zamir ism, al yahud is a ism, waw is a harf, la is a harf, an nasara is a ism, hatta is a harf, tattabi'a is a fail, millata ism, hum is a zamir ism, kul is a amr fail, inna is a harf, hudan is a ism, Allah ismi jalala ism, huwa is a ism, al huda is a ism, waw is a harf, la is a harf, in is a harf, ittabata it's a fail, ahwa is a ism, hum is a zamir ism, bada is a ism, allazi is a ism, ja is a madi verb, ka is a zamir fail, min is a harf, al ilm is a ism, ma is a harf, la is a harf, ka is a harf, min is a harf, Allah ismi jalala ism, min is a harf, wali is a ism, ya is a pronoun ism, wa is a harf, la is a harf, nasir is a ism, allazina ismi masula ism, ataina is a fail, hum is a zamir ism, al kitaba ism, yatluna is a mudari verb, who is a zamir ism, hakka is a ism, tilawat is a ism, he is a zamir ism, ulaika is a ism ishara, yuminuna is a mudari fail of a babe ifal mazid fi. B is a harf, he is a zamir ism, wa is a harf, man is a ism, yakfuru is a fail mudari, B is a harf jar, he is a zamir, fa is a harf, ulaika is a ismu ishara, is a zamir ism, al khasirun is a ism. Now here is a one important concept. Let me to tell you. When there are two nouns coming and having the resemblance of murakkab tawsifi, to separate them from, to avoid them to make the compound, we place a zamir between. Ulaika, ismu ishara, proper noun plural. Al khasiruna, proper noun ism Both are masculine. So here it is the resemblance that like al khasruna should be the what? Murakkab tawsif. To avoid that, what happened? A zamir has been brought, which is similar to them. Both are plural, so the whom zamir is. This zamir is called zamir fasal. Fasal means to separate. To, for example, two people are fighting. A person come, hold one on one side on other. He come in between. What is he doing? He's separating the two person who was conflicting. When the words conflicting, making a compound, the hum or the zamir come, a zamir comes separate them. So it is called zamir fasal, making distance. Fasal means distance. It's distant, avoid the compound making. So when it come, it act as a hasr. Hasr means having a stress. This gives the meaning of stress, and moreover it separates the two nouns which otherwise if are not separated may be making some resemblance with some compound. Let's to go for the lesson learned from these ayah. The Prophet ﷺ tried his best to invite the people of the book. Allah told him that they will not be pleased until he follows them. True guidance is from Allah only. We should stick to it. We should do proper tilawah of the Quran. For example, recite it properly and follow its teaching. So look, the new verse 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 mean on average one less than one in each line. Let's to go for the words for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Walan, and never, tarda, will be pleased, anka, with you, al-Yahudu, the Jews, wala, and not an-Nasara, the Christians, hatta, until, tattabi'a, you follow, millatahum, their religion. Kul, say, inna, indeed, huda, mean the guidance, Allah, is the guidance of Allah. Huwa, it, al-huda, the guidance. Wala, and not, or in, if, it, ittabata, you follow, ahwahum, their desires, bada, after Allah's word, ja'aka, has come to you, mean of al-ilmi, the knowledge, ma, not, laka, for you, min Allah, from Allah, min waliyun, any protection, wala nasir, and not any help. Look, the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala warned the Prophet, if you follow them, then I will not help. You will not get any help from me, or you will be not protected from me. If the prophets, they are on, they are tell what I and me or you are. We don't have anything like that. The prophets, they were protected. The Prophet was trying his best to call the Jews and Christians towards Islam, but many of them, especially Jews, did not respond to his call except a few. Allah says to the Prophet that they will not be satisfied with you till you abandon Islam and follow their deen. In response to their wish, Allah instructed the Prophet ﷺ to tell them that Allah's guidance is a true guidance, and therefore he can't follow their desires. Yielding to anyone's desire to please him is a suicidal mission. Such a person will lose the guidance and protections from Allah. So let's to revise this ayah. Yes, who would like? Yes, Khadija Ibrahim, now I see you are in turn. Please revise this part. Please unmute yourself, sister. Khadija Abdul Rahman.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sister. Please recite this part with translation.
Okay, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Walan, and never, tarda, will be pleased, anka, with you, al-Yahudu, the Jews, walan Nasara, and not the Christians, hatta, until, tattabi'a, you follow, millata, their religion, millatahum, their religion, qul, say, inna hudallah, indeed the guidance of Allah, wal huda is the guidance, wala in, and if, attabi'a, you follow, ahwa'ahum, their desires, ba'da, after, alladhi, what, ja'aka, has come to you, min al-ilmi, of the knowledge, ma laka min Allah, and not for you from Allah, min waliyin, any protector, wala nasir, and not any helper.
Jazakallah khaira, sister. Let's to start the second ayat. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allah zina, those atainahum, we have given them al-kitab, the book, yatlunahu, recite it, hakka talawatihi, as it has the right of its recitation. Ulaika, those people, yuminuna, believe, bihi, in it, waman, and whoever, yakfuru, bihi, disbelieves in it, fa ulaika, then those whom, those are the al-khasirun, the losers. Allazina atayna mean those people of the book who do proper tilawa will believe in Islam. The word tilawa has two meanings. One, to recite, secondly, to follow. They follow the book by believing in its teachings and practicing them. They are the true people of the book. They indeed believed in Prophet Muhammad and entered the Islam. We should fulfill all the rights of the Quran. They are recite with tilawa, understand it, ponder it, implement it, and propagate it. If one recites the book properly, which includes the pondering it, he will be guided to the faith. His faith will increase and he will be strengthened. Sorry. Ibn Masud radiallahu ta'ala said, the right of the tilawa is to follow its halal and haram and recite it correctly without changing words and without interpreting it wrongly. Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala said that the right of tilawa is to follow it as it should be followed. An interesting tip is that Atainahumul kitab, we gave them the book. When Allah is pleased with those people, then the word come Atainahumul. And when Allazina utul kitaba come, it means those given the book when Allah is not happy with them. Then Allah use utul kitab. When Allah is happy with some, say Atainahum. The tadabbur and tazakkur, some people don't like Islam because they don't like to follow the truth, or they got the wrong information, or because the shaitan has confused them. Such people try to they spread the wrong information about Islam through their media channels. Similar efforts were done by the disbelievers in Makkah against the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We should never be depressed. It is actually a chance for us to work for the spreading the true message. We should understand the position of Islam on hijab, for marriages, women's equality, and then explain it properly to the pupils. Let's take a hadith here. Narrated Abu Musa Razilullah ta'ala anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the example of a believer who recites the Quran and acts on it is like a citron, which tastes nice and smells nice. And the example of a believer who does not recite the Quran but acts on it is like a date, which tastes good but has no smell. And the example of a hypocrite who recites the Quran is like a rihana, meaning the sweet basil, which smells good but tastes bitter. And the example of a hypocrite who does not recite the Quran is like a kolisinat, which tastes bitter and has the bad smell. Now it's your turn. Yes, sister Aisha Ishuru, your hand is raised. You are in queue. Please recite this part.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, sister.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين those آتيناهم we have given them al-kitab the book yatlunahu recite it haqqa as it has the right tilawatihi of its recitation ulaika those people yuminuna believe bihi in it waman and whoever yakfuru bihi disbelieves in it faulaika then those humul khasirun those people are the losers.
Jazakumullah khaira. Allah may further increase in your knowledge. Sister, let's to go for the important key words of these ayah. Al-khasirun tattabi'a torda. Let's to look the lesson divine plans. The lesson learns from these ayah. The Prophet ﷺ tried his best to invite the people of the book. Allah told him that they will not be pleased until he follows them. True guidance is from Allah only. We should stick to it. We should do proper tilawah of the Quran, mean recite it properly and follow its teachings. Let's to pray, O Allah, keep us firm on the belief, let not the mischief of the distractors or distract us from following your book. And make a plan. Inshallah, I will prepare myself to explain to others the right message of Islam in the best possible way. Let's to see the asma, millah. The plural is milal. Hawa, plural is ahwa. Ilam, plural is alum. Let's to see the three letters verbs, sound verbs. Alima, ya'lamu, ilm, alimun, ma'lumun, ilmun, and lam mim is the ruler. Bab is samia. Kafara, yakfuru, ukfur, kafirun, makfurun, kufrun. Kafara is the root letter. Bab is nasara. Khasira, yaksuru, ikhsir, khasir, maqsur, khusr. Khasin ra is the ruler. Bab is samia. So this is the alima table. Please somebody revise the 6 keys of this table. Yes, okay, Sister Shabana, start from you. Unmute yourself, sister.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum.
Alima, he knew. Ya'lamu, he knows. I'lam, know. Alimun, scholar. Ma'lumun, the one to be known. And ilmun, to know. And the root letter is Ain Lam Mim. And the Bab is Samia.
Good. The next one is kafara. Yes, Sister Khudija Abdurrahman, now it's your turn. Please unmute.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Kafara, he refused. Yakfuru, he refuses. Ukfur, refuse. Kafirun, the one who refused. Makfurun, the one to be refused. Kufrun, to refuse. Kafara are the root letters. Bab is Nasara.
The next is khasira. Yes, Sister Aisha Shurut, please unmute yourself.
Khasira, he lost. Yaksaru, he loses. Iksar, lose. Khasirun, loser. Maksurun, the one to be lost. Khusrun, to lose. The khusranun. And then the letters are ha, sin, and ra. And the verb is nasara.
Which verb?
Yes. Is it nasara?
No. Nasra have a nasara yansuru. It is khasira yaksaru.
Okay. Yaksuru.
It is samia bab because the first letter at the mid center have a kasra in the madi. Samia yasmu. It is on the pattern samia yasmu. It is not nasar yansuru. Nasra have a fatha in the middle letter in the madi and have a dhamma in the mudare. Okay.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
khasir, maksud, khusr and khusran. It's have two masdar. The next is mazid fi verbs. So not the weak verbs, the hamza verbs, and the repeated verb. Among them is radia, yarda, irda, radin, mardiun, ridaun. Ra, dalia is the root letter. Bab is samia. Hada, yahdi, ihdi, hadin, madiun, hidan. Ha, dalia is the root letter. Bab is daraba. Jaa, yajyu, ji. Ja'in, majiyun, majiyatun. So ya hamza is the root letter and bab is daraba. Tala, yatlu, utlu, talin, matlun, tilawa. Ta, lam, waw is the root letter and bab is nasara. This is tala, yatlu. Look, it have a dhamma in the mudare. So this is the radia table. Let's to start again from the sister Shabana.
Yes, I'm here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Radiya, he agreed. Yarda, he agrees. Irda, agree. Radin, the one who agrees. Mardiyun, the one to agree. Ridaun, to agree. And the root letters are Ra, Dal, and Ya, and the Bab is Samia.
Good. The next is Hada. Yes, Sister Khadija Abdur Rahman.
Hada, he guided. Yahdi, he guides. Ihdi, guide. Hadin, guide. Guide, is it? No. Maybe guider. Mahdiyun, the one who is guided. Hudan, to guide. Ha, Dal, Ya are the root letters. Bab is the rubber.
Okay, look, this verb have two fa'il and two masdar. Hadin or hadiyun. Mahdin, hudan and hidayah. So you have to keep an eye because this is the first time you are saying two fa'il and two masdar verb. The next is Ja. Yes, Sister Safia Farooq. Now your turn.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister.
Ja'a, he came. Yaji'u, he comes. Ji, come. Ja'in, comma. Maji'un, the one to be to come. Maji'un or maji'atun, to come.
Good. The next is Tala. Yes, Sister Aisha.
The root letters
your turn, please.
All right. Okay, the next like Tala, he recited. Yatulu, he recites. Utulu, recites. Talin, the one recites. Matuluun, the one to be recited. Tilawatun, to recite. The letters are ta, lam, and waw, and the verb is da.
Bab is Nasara. It is Nasara now. We got Tala Yatulu. Okay. The next is Mazid fi among Ittaba, Yattabau, Ittaba, Muttabi'un, Muttabaun, Ittabaun. The Taba'in is a root letter and Bab is Babe Iftiyal. The next is Ata, Yuti, Ati, Motin, Motan, Ita'un. Hamza Taya is a root letter and Bab is Babe Ifa'al. Amana yu'minu amin mu'minun mu'manun imanun. Hamza mim nun is a root letter. Bab is mufa'ala. Pattern is aslama. So this is a ittaba table. Yes, let's to start from the below now this time. Yes, Sister Bushra, go for this ittaba.
Ittaba, he followed. Yattabi'u, he follows. Ittabi, follow. Muttabi'un, follower. Muttaba'un, the one to be followed. Ittaba'un, to follow. And taba'in is the root letter and bab is if'al.
Okay. The next was you with Sister Aisha. Go for the Ata table.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. So that's Ata, he gave. Yuti, Yutiu, he gives. Ati, give. Motin, giver. Motan, the one to be given. Itaun, to give. and the letters are alif, ta, and ya, and the verb is
Sister, alif is never a root letter.
sorry, the letters are hamza, ta, and ya, and the verb is
okay, the next is amana. Yes, Sister Khadija Abdurrahman, please go for this table.
Amana, he believed. Yu'minu, he believes. Amin, believe. Mu'minun, believer. Mu'manun, the one to be believed. Imanun, to believe.
Good.
Hamza, Mim, Nun are the root letters. Verb is if'al.
So let's to go for the words coming on the pattern of the chopper and the hammer. On the pattern of the chopper, we say hatta tattabi'a. It was tattabi'u. Mudari is always have dhamma at that. But due to this hatta, look, hatta come as a hammer. Li, lan, an, hatta, they come as a hammer. So it has pressed the dhamma into fatha. The next, the chopper words here is coming wa man yakfuru. Man, look in man ma. They are the double chopper letters. They chop double verbs and they remove the dhamma from the single verb and remove the nun from the plural verb. So it was yakfuru. Man has chopped the dhamma. Let's to go for the grammar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 18.Qa in grammar. We will continue for Ism Sifa for the plural nouns. Earlier we did the Ism Sifa with the singular plural. We saw the grammar has two parts, sarf and now. What is sarf? Making the letters from letters the words. Making the words from the letter is called sarf. And the nav is making these words into either pairs or the sentence, or using them in the pair and the sentence. It's called nav. Then we learned 4 types of sentences. The first was Jumla Ismiya, the nominal sentence. Allahu Ghafur. The second type was Jumla with Inna. It is Inna Allah Ghafur. The third pattern was the sentence with Kana. Kana Allahu Ghafura. And the fourth pattern was Jumla Failya, mean the verbal sentence. Khalaqallahul ard. Then we studied the 4 pattern of pairs. The first pair was Haruf Jar pair. The Harf Jar followed by a Ism Majroor, just like Fil Ardi, Jarun wa Majroor. The next pair we studied was the Sifa pair. There is a 2 nouns. They are equivalent in 4 aspects: in number, in gender, in kind, and in status or the Arab. Just like Baitun a single, Kabirun is a single, Baitun is a masculine, Kaburin is a masculine, Baitun is a rough, Kabirun is a rough, Baitun is a nakra, mean the common noun, Kabirun is a common noun. So in all the 4 aspects they meet each other. That is called Sifa pair. The third pair is called the Ismu Ishara pair. We will study later. And the next is Baitullah, the relation pair. We will study slowly and gradually. In the last lesson, we saw this, the relation pair, the pair of the Sifa, mean the having the attributes pair. Just like Baitun is a Ism, Kabirun is a Sifa. Baitun Kabirun. Baitun is a singular, Kabirun is a singular. So in number, Baitun is a masculine and Kabirun is masculine in gender. And then Baitun is a rough, Kabirun is rough in status. And Baitun is a common noun and the Kabirun is common. So they are in Wusat, mean their state is same. So when the 2 nouns they come and having 4 aspects, we call these as a pair of Sifa. Mean it is a attributes pair. Look, the status is always of 3 types. One is rough. Both the ism as in rough, we say it is the original state. It is the filer. It is the doer. When this Dhamma changes into fatha, we call it has changed. It is a maf'ul. It is the affected state. And when this changes to the kasra, we say it's a jar. Baytun kabirun raf, baytan kabira nas, baytin kabirun jar. So the pair also has three states, just like the noun. Muslimun, musliman, muslimin. Same the compound. Haza baytun kabirun. So out of these raf nas jar, which state it is baytun kabirun? The original state.
Raf.
Raf state, the original state. What about Ra Zadun Batan Kabira? In which state is Batan Kabira?
Nas.
That's the chain form. And when we say Zadun fi Batin Kabirin, in which state it is?
Jar.
Jar.
Because it have effect of some jar word. Just like the fi is a harf jar here. Let's to have the plural now. Okay, Muslimun Sadikun. It's a
Raf.
Okay. Musliman Sadikan.
Nas.
Muslimin Sadikin.
Jar.
Ja'a Muslimun Sadikun. Which state it is?
Raf.
Raf.
Original state. Ra Zaidun Musliman Sadikan.
Nas.
Nas.
Samia Zaidun min Muslimin Sadikin. In which state this
Jar.
Jar.
Yeah. So today we are going to practice the plural nouns. If I say Muslimuna Sadikuna, I say it is original state, it is in rough state, because what is the sign? Vav noon is the
Wow,
sign.
noon is the sign, yeah.
Vav it's actually is the sign. If I say Muslimina Sadikina, it is not the rough.
It could be Nas.
Nas.
So
Yeah.
either it is a
Yes.
nas or it is a jar. If I say
Yeah.
Muslimina Sadikina, because I'm doing it the third time, so I will take into jar. The first is the raf, second the nas jar. How we find the difference between the nas and jar? Because they are the same. We will define it from the sentence. The sentence will tell us. Okay.
The sentence.
Reference. We call context. Context will tell us. Ja'a Muslimuna Sadikuna.
Raf.
Raf, because vav noon is there, so we are clear. But when I say Ra Zaidun Muslimina Sadikina,
This is Nas.
Nas or jar?
Nas.
How?
Because it doesn't have the harf jar, and the Zadun is a
Because
proper.
of
Okay, listen.
There are two reasons. There are two reasons. One is it has to have harf jar, and the other is that the noun has to have the alif lam. It has to be proper. I forgot.
because of
Zadun is proper. The mudaf, yeah, it's mudaf.
Yes, no, you are right. Okay, let me explain. Those who are not knowing, they should know. You people know, so you shouldn't keep quiet. For coming in jar, there are only two reasons. Either there should be a harf jar before a noun, then the noun goes in jar. Or there should be some mudaf before the noun, then that mudaf become the next come the mudaf ilay should be in jar. Look, Muslimina Sadikina, before it there is no harf jar. So it can't be one reason of the jar we excluded. Zaidun, is it a mudaf or not?
No.
Fa'il.
File, yes, I'm asking, is a mudaf or not?
It's not.
Why?
Because it is fa'il after
Forget about file. Mudaf, what is the condition of mudaf? Mudaf condition is that it is lighter, mean it does not have alif lam, does not have the tanween.
alif lam.
So this word have a tanween, so it can't be a mudaf. The mudaf noun or the ism must be lighter. Lighter means it does not have alif lam and does not have a tanween. Mean the dammatan, fatatan, kasratan. Then it is mudaf. Here the zaidun is to have the tanween dammatan, so it can't be a mudaf. When there is no mudaf, there is no harf jar, both the reason of coming of jar is excluded. So we can say here in this case, Muslimina Sadikina can't be jar. When it is not, first we excluded it from the raf. It is not having one. So raf was out. Now we are excluding the harf jar condition. Neither it has a mudaf nor have a harf jar, so it can't be a jar. When the raf is excluded, jar is excluded, what is left behind? Only one reason. That is in the nas state. Before it, I showed you the ism is or the compound is always in out of the three states. Either it is raf, nas or jar. When we proved it, it is not having a raf signs. When we excluded, it is not having the sign of jar. So what is left? Left is nas. So it is nas. That we prove. Okay, look the next sentence. That will make it more clear. Samia Zaidun minal Muslimina Sadikuna. Is this
jar.
Sadikuna is a raf? No. Why? Because it does not have the vav nun. Okay. Is it is a nas?
No.
Why not? Because
harf jar. Harf jar min.
Harf jar is telling it can't be the nas. So we excluded the nas. We excluded the raf, we excluded the nas. So what is left? Jar. So it is a jar. What is the same in both the sentences? In second and third sentence, look. Ra Zaidun Muslimina Sadikina is the same word. Samia Zaidun min Muslimina Sadikina is again the same. How you can say the first one Muslimina Sadikina is a raf and the second one is jar? Because you proved that the both can't be the raf because both don't have the vav nun, so that is excluded. Now left is the nas and jar. The first one is nas because there is no reason of coming of the jar in front of it. What are they? They are either harf jar, either is a mudaf. Both are missing, so it can't be jar, so it is nas. And for the third sentence, we say there is a clear-cut harf jar is present, so we can't say it's raf or nas. We will straight we go, it is in the jar. So this is the context. That is called the context. Okay. Al-Muslimuna Sadikuna. Now we are taking the proper noun. We added alif na, so it becomes Al-Muslimuna As-Sadikuna. It is raf because why it is raf? It's have vav.
Because of vav nun. Wow.
If I say Al-Muslimina Al-Sadikina, it
nas.
can be raf. It can it can be nas or it can be jar. But as we are taking it first, we will presume it is a nas. And when we say Al-Muslimina Sadikina third time, then it's of course jar. Because we have given a status raf. We have given a pair status of raf. So third pair goes to that jar. Let's have example. Ja al-Muslimuna Sadikuna. What is the status?
Raf.
Ra Zaid Muslimin al-Muslimina as-Sadikina.
Nas.
Why?
Nas.
No mudaf, no harf jar.
No harf jar.
Why can't be a raf? Because vav nun is
because
not.
No vav nun is not.
Why can't be it a jar?
Because no harf jar.
No harf jar.
No mudaf.
Because Zaid have a tanween, so it can't be a mudaf. So that is the reason of its not. What about this third? Samia Zaidun minal Muslimina Sadikina.
Jar.
Why? Why can't
because
be
harf jar is there.
Why can't be it raf?
Harf jar. Because no vav nun.
Why can't be it nas?
Because it has the harf jar.
Permitting him to go in as a nas. Harf jar presence shows that is in jar. It can't be the nas. We excluded the both condition of raf and nasb. So the third remaining reason is jar. Wallahu la yahdi al-qawm al-zalimina. Al-qawm al-zalimina. Raf nas jar.
No, this is
Nas.
Nas. This is Nas.
This is Nas.
Okay. Look the second sentence. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَرْضَى عَنِ الْقَوْمِ الْفَاسِقِينَ.
This is Jar.
Why?
And is
Jar is there.
harf
And
jar.
moreover, look on the word al-qawma, al-qawmi. Have a difference?
Yes, because of the
Al-qawma have a fatha. Al-qawmi have a kasra.
No.
Okay, third sentence. قَالُوا إِنَّا أُرْسِلْنَا إِلَى قَوْمِ الْمُجْرِمِينَ. قَوْمِ الْمُجْرِمِينَ.
Jar.
This is Jar because Ila is Jar.
Why not be it a raf?
Because raf, there's no
The
noon.
waw noon is not
No
there.
waw noon, so it can't be a raf excluded. Why can't be a nas?
Because
the harf jar is there.
Harf jar is present, so it can't be a the nas. Okay, you have to exclude some things to conclude something. So the answer question are in the book. We will go for the translation. Hatta tattabi'a millata, until you follow their in ittabata ahwahum, and if you follow their desire, ulaika yu'minuna bihi, those people believe in it. The plural for the millah is millal, for the hawa from millah ma'lum. Just to go for the 6 keys, we have done alhamdulillah all them. Asida, radiya, ja'a, tala, ittaba, ata, and amana. Then we have to fill the blank. Ja'a dash sadikuna. Ja'a muslimuna sad. Sadikuna is a raf, so the word will come raf for it. Ra zad.
Zaidun. Yeah, Zaidun, you already said that.
Samia zad dash muslimina sadikina.
And last one is min. Samia Zaidun min Muslimin.
Min harf jar, any harf jar. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَرْضَى عَنِ الْقَوْمِ الْفَاسِقِينَ. We have to underline. Isme sifa. That is qawm al-fasiqeen. وَاللَّهُ لَا يَهْدِي الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ.
الْقَوْمَ الظَّالِمِينَ.
قَالُوا إِنَّا أُرْسِلْنَا إِلَى قَوْمِ الْمُجْرِمِينَ.
قَوْمِ الْمُجْرِمِينَ.
The bonus point, look, fi'l madi, fa'il, all the three have fatah. The example we studied, nasara, kataba, fataha, jalasa, kharaja, dakhala. And the mazi can come the center, the mid letter maybe with kasra, just like fa'ila. The example was samiya, alima, fariha, shariba, warisa, radiya. The center or the mid letter may come with the dhamma, just like fa'ula, sharufat, kabuha, hasuna, ba'uda, azuma, karuma. When we were doing the karuma table, we saw these examples, hasuna, ba'uda, azuma, etc. So murakkab-e-tawsifi is always ism plus ism. It should be equal in 4 respects. Number, if the first is singular, the second should be singular. If first is the dual, the second should be dual. If the first is plural, the second should be plural. That is the number equaling. It should be in gender the same. What? If the first one is masculine, the second should be masculine. If the first one is feminine, the second should be feminine. And the third is in their state, their kind. In kind, if one is the common noun, the other should be common noun. If one is a proper noun, the other should be proper noun. And then come the i'rab or the status. If the first is having dhamma, the second should be have dhamma. If first have the fatha, the second should have fatha. If the first have kasra, the second has. So these are the 4 things in which, if 2 nouns are ism, they are similar, we say they are the murakkab-e-tawsifi, or it is the sifa pair. In number, gender, kind, status. Jumla. What is jumla and what is murakkab? What is the difference? If I say sentence, there should be a common noun plus proper noun. First should be the proper noun, second common noun. Then we say it is a sentence. If suppose the first name is proper and the second is also proper, then it is not a sentence. It is a murakkab, compound, mean the pair. If the first name is common and second is also common, then it is not sentence. So this is the difference between the sentence and the murakkab. Let's have an example. Aswatu hasunatun. It's a sentence or a compound? Murakkab.
Compound. Murakkab.
Okay. Muhammadun Rasulun. What's word is?
Compound.
Sentence.
Sentence. Because Muhammad is a proper noun, Rasul is a common noun. Kitabun azimun.
Sentence.
Sentence.
Okay. You can say the pair. Allahu khaliqun.
Compound.
Allah is a proper
Sentence.
by a common noun. So
Oh,
it is a sentence.
yeah.
Al-Quranun Majid.
Sentence.
Yeah.
Because proper noun followed a common noun. Allahu ghafurun.
Sentence.
Sentence because proper
Ismiya.
noun following a common noun. As-salahu khairun.
Sentence.
Proper noun follow. Ardun wasiyatun.
This is compound.
Al-ilmu jadid.
This is sentence.
Kalmun jadid.
Compound.
Al-masjidu kareeb.
Sentence.
So you can identify the murakkab tawsifi or sifa pair among them. Allahu azimun. Allah great.
This is sentence.
Okay. Amrun halun. A sweet date. It's Rasulul Kareem, kind prophet. Not sentence. How to say? Al-Rasul is a proper noun. Al-Kareem is a proper noun. Both are proper noun. So it can't be a sentence. Al-Tamru al-Halu. Kasrun Azim. The Malkun Salih. Al-Baytul al-Saghir. Al-Bahrul al-Maliu. Bustanun Nazifun. Shayun Tayyib. In Madi, if there is a fatha on the mid letter and Mudari have fatha, the bab is called fatha. If the Madi have Dhamma on the mid letter and the Mudari also have the Dhamma, then the bab is Karuma. When there is Kasra on the Madi mid letter and the Mudari has also Kasra, then the bab is Hasifa. If Madi, Mudari, mid letter, Ain Kalma have Fatha, bab is Fatha. If both have Dhamma, bab is Karuma. Both have Kasra, bab is Hasifa. Now there are three are left. Let to take them. If Madi has Fatha, but Mudari had Dhamma, the bab is Nasara. If Madi have Fatha, but the Mudari have Kasra on the mid letter, then it is Daraba. And if the Madi have Kasra and Mudari have Fatha, then the bab is Sami. Walan tarda ankal Yahuda, and never will be pleased with you, the Jews, hatta tattabi'a millatahum, until you follow their religion. Wala inna tabata ahwahum, and if you follow their desires, atainahumul kitaba, we have given them the book. The example of a believer who recites the Quran and acts as on it is like the citron, which tastes nice and smells nice. We should fulfill all the rights of the Quran. They are recited, read, understand it, honor it, and implement it. All the four. You are right. The word tilawa has two meanings. One is to recite.
To follow.
The ism maf'ul of radiya is mardi. And the fi'l amr of khasira is ikhsar. Plural of hawa is ahwa. Example of plural noun and its attributes are muslimuna sadikuna, ra'aytul muslimina sadikina, and the hum mu'minuna sabiruna, muslimun sadikun.
Muslimuna Sadiquna.
Sadiquna is that.
Eh.
Nas state of the plural noun is after the Muslim or Sadiqun will be Ra'aytu Muslimina Sadiqina. Nas, because there is no harf jar, no mudaf. Example of nas state of the plural with alif lam, example is Ra'aytu al-mu'minina as-salihina, because there is no jar and no rakabi. That is mudaf. Translate into Arabic, Allah is not satisfied with the definitely these people. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَرْضَى بِالْقَوْمِ الْفَاسِقِينَ. هل رأيت المسلمين الصادقين؟ نعم رأيت المسلمين الصادقين. هل تسمع من المسلمين الصادقين؟ نعم أسمع من المسلمين الصادقين. هل في ذلك البيت مؤمنين صابرون؟ نعم في ذلك البيت مؤمنون صابرون. والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين, and Allah does not guide the wrongdoer people. Example of jar state of the plural noun and its attribute is La yardanil qawmil fasikin. Harf jar is there, so it's a jar state. Qalu inna ursilna ila qawmil mujrimin. They said, indeed, we have been sent to a people of criminals. Sermon homework, no less to pray. Oh Allah, help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. So lesson is completed. If you people have any questions, your